Hey you guys, today we're going to talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4, Episode 11. I might cut some of this video because some people made me upset. So y'all gonna get me raw and uncut, whatever. It started off with Brooke and Booby, and I hope Mona don't ever do that again. Like, they both too irrelevant to start the show off and keep my attention. To start with Booby and Brooke. And they at the beach, and they basically just talking about where they want to go, like, basically in their relationship. She brings up Hazel. He acting like nothing really, you know, he don't want Hazel. Nothing really happened with him and her. They cool, they friends, whatever. Then her phone kept going off, so she was saying they had... how Hazel keep going after her in social media or whatever, calling her broke and whatever. So he's just telling her, you know, take the high road, talk to her in person, and deal with the situation. So then they start talking, you know, he flirting with her. I just was tuned out from them too. But he flirting with her, she flirting with him. Then he asked her to come back to his place. She say no because of her kid. So then he invite her to Catalina Island, I guess, for a weekend or whatever. And she's cool with that. Then we see Hazel and Alexis Sky. They're at a little spa place to get their vagina steam detox. And I'm sitting there like, you guys are too young for that. Like, y'all stuff must be really ran through. That y'all got to go get y'all vagina detox steam put back together. I don't know, but when you gotta go pay to get that, your stuff is all the way open and ran through. Like, I don't understand why girls feel like at their age that they need to tighten it up. Like, girl, Kegel exercises don't work. I just don't, whatever. So then they started talking about Masika and how Masika tried to jump at her and she just wanted to talk to her. I'm like, you can't expect people to react the way you want them to. Because I'm like this, I'm with Masika. A lot of people was going off about Masika running up on her, but I'm like this. You constantly keep on saying you want to talk to me and we have nothing to talk about. What else am I going to do besides run up on you and try to punch you out? Like, there's no conversation. We both don't go with Fetty Wap. We not friends. So since you want my attention, that's what I'm going to give you. There's no talking. Like, when I see you, I'm just going to jump and try to fight. Like, I don't want to talk to you. And I don't feel like Masika should have to talk to Alexis. But she say she over that. I'm like, you lying. Y'all lying because y'all both still be on social media. And then I'm sitting there like, okay. Now, I'm going to go off topic because I have seen on the blogs that she's supposed to be pregnant by Fetty Wap. And I'm like, how dumb can you get? How thirsty can you be for attention that you would get back with a dude that cheated on you with a girl that became public? That he cheated on you, made a baby with this other girl, left you, dogged you out, cheated with other girls, had babies, all this kind of stuff, and you for a storyline you gonna go back to him? Because I feel like it's all for a storyline for her to be on Love and Hip Hop next season. It's not about to have no kid. It's not about being his... You might want to be his baby mama for what? I don't know, because you're going to have to wait in line for the next baby mamas to get their child support. That's stupid to me. But for her to go get pregnant by a dude that dogged her out publicly, and then you go get pregnant. Like, you deserve everything you get when it comes to him. And then he still was team Masika after she said she was pregnant. Like, she just looks stupid. Anyway. So then they start talking about how Hazel mom don't like Rose Burgundy, so she's putting him on pause right now. I'm like, how old are you? That you putting him on pause because your mama said that she don't like him. Like, forget about you didn't like him. Now I understand that you do want to be cool with your mama and you want your parents' approval, but girl, you almost 40. Come on now, I wish my mama would come up to me and say, I don't like him, you can't date him, yada, 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 and I live on my own, take care of my own. No, not gonna happen. But that was just a way of her trying to talk to somebody else, and she's just stupid. She's stupid. Hazel just she too old to act the way she act. And then that ugly wig she had on was even just made it worse. So anyway, Alexis say how she's gonna go to a lesbian club with Zale. He invited her to the club. It's a lesbian club. She gonna go have some fun. She messed with girls before, so this is nothing new to her. So that was whatever. But like I said, they talked about the Boobie and Brooke drama. She don't like Brooke. Brooke broke. Who cares? Like, it's stupid. Then we see Zale and this lady Donatella. We remember Donatella from when she was at the studio with A1 and Lyrica came in, and her and Lyrica kind of had work. She's Ty Dolla $ign's sister manager. So they're talking about business because she said Masika had been praising Zale's work and saying how he's a good stylist and all that. So he was like, even though me and Masika not on good terms, I'm not gonna pass up my money. So he was, you know, talking to her. They talking business, and then he like telling her how he want to go party with her. She like, no, let's see how the business side go first. Let's go see the photo shoot, and if the photo shoot go good, then we can have fun, turn up, whatever. So he was like, cool. And then he ended up walking to another part of the club, and that's when him and AD was kicking it in the club. So what I didn't like about him, he was like, oh, I like it because I could work, now I can do a slender girl or something he said about working with slender girls. And I'm sitting there like, see, this is why I don't like him. I just don't like Zale. Everybody can love Zale and think he the comedy relief for this, but he messy. He's not professional. I just can't take him. He's so immature and just want attention. But so they go to the club and he's partying with AD. AD is like, oh, this is what I needed. I needed to get away from her. It was moving too fast. It's been rough at home. Yada, 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 bull. So AD rubbed me the wrong way, and I just lost a lot of respect for her on this episode, because I'm sitting there like, regardless if you and Moniece is having problems. See, I have a problem with other people going to talk to other people about their relationship. That's first of all. Second of all, you could tell Zale and Moniece is not that close for you to be spilling all of this private conversation of y'all relationship with Zale, because Zale is the type of person that will use stuff against you. But then when Alexis walked in and she said something about oh, well, her and Moniece squashed their beef, so I don't see nothing wrong with me partying with her. Yes, it's a lot for you to party. I don't care if they did squash their beef. They're not friends. So for you to go and party with somebody your girl just had a fight with, they've been having beef, social media, the girl came after her family. I wish my dude would. He would be looking like a raccoon after I found out, because I'm going to black both of his eyes. Like, there is no way. I'm telling you, he will look like a raccoon, and we broke up. Trust me, I will be single after that. That is just like the ultimate disrespect for you to go party with my enemy. I don't care. We ain't in a verbal argument no more, and we just squashed it and said we're not gonna argue. We not friends. So I would have probably been, well, no, I wouldn't. I ain't gonna take it like that. But I probably would have looked at her a little differently if she would have probably went to go party with her best friend and they was dancing up on each other. Then you go dance with the arch enemy. That just ain't cool. And I think Moniece should have jumped and snatched her like she snatched a Fizz ex-girlfriend. I'm sorry, I just really do. But somebody was filming it the whole time, and they end up sending it to Moniece, and I'm sitting there like, girl, with stuff on social media now, she wanted that to happen. She wanted somebody to film and give it to Moniece, because she is a punk bitch that could not accept her relationship as far as dealing with the heat you got at home. That just wasn't cool. Moving on from that, Nikki and Chanel West Coast, they like at this pool party or whatever. They having fun. They talking about Chanel was thanking Nikki for squashing the beef between her and Hazel. And she was talking about how Hazel was cool and yada, yada, yada. Lucci walks up, the little gremlin guy, he walks up. And Nikki confronts him about the baby mama drama that happened at her shoot. He apologized for that, say he didn't know it was going to happen. Next thing you know, they start talking about music with Chanel West Coast, and he said that he heard that she was cool. So, they talking about doing music together or whatever, because she was saying her new song, New Bae, release party was coming up and he should come and check it out. Nikki say they should work together. Safari walk up. I just didn't care. I just didn't care. When they start flirting with each other, I was just like, okay, I still don't care. Keisha and Booby meet up and they shopping for a little DJ or whatever, and she's basically asking him what's up with his love life, and he basically tell her that he's talking to Brooke. She like, oh, but you know, Keisha cool with it. She like, you know, she knows that they've been broken up for a long time, and she know that she don't want him back, and she wants the best for him, just like she would want him to want the best for her. So that is what it is with Keisha and Booby's situation. Moniece, and Masika meet up to talk about all the drama that's been going on between they squad and the other squad, and how they went to the little, she was at Ray's event, and she heard Zell and Lyrica and Alexis at the other party. She told them what went down, and how Zell is being a traitor and jumped on the bandwagon on the other side, basically. And they just started talking bad about him and how she put him on. She gave him opportunities in Hollywood, and this is the way he treat her. And I do feel like that. I feel like she probably has, you know, introduced him to a couple of people in the industry. And to me, they were cool. At the beginning, they were good girlfriends, but since she cool with Ray, he has a problem with it. So he feels like, oh, you cool with Ray, so I'm gonna go be cool with your enemy. Like, that's so stupid to me. That is so stupid to me. But whatever makes Zell sleeps at night to do what he do, whatever. So then they talked about, you know, Zell knocking over Moniece and, you know, just basically bashing Zell. And she just don't understand why he's doing what he's doing, and I don't either. They talked about AD and the whole video situation and how everything is going on with AD. And I tell people all the time, don't talk about your relationship, because you give people the opportunity to speak about your spouse knowing you're not really done with that person. Because you can tell that when Moniece was talking about AD and Masika was giving her opinion about the situation, about her she don't think she should be with AD, and the look that Moniece gave her, I was like, see, this is why you don't talk to people about your relationship, because you can tell your friend all day long what's wrong, and then they get mad, and then you getting back with that person. But I was with Masika, like, AD showed you who she was, period. So the next time y'all get into it, she might do the same thing, like, and then you can't be shocked when she do the same thing when you forgave her for doing it the first time. This is why I don't give people second chances to hurt me, because I feel like then the next time I can't be shocked when they do the same damn thing again. And that's how I feel with AD and Moniece. She showed you when she gets mad that she will go grind on your enemy. She will go party with the next girl when y'all have things going on at home. And I just feel like if you can't take the heat, get out. Don't fuel the fire of the argument. And that's what AD does. What else I wanted to say? Where was I at? I know where I'm at, but okay, Marcus and Bridget Kelly in the studio. She's singing a song that he did for Brooke. I thought the song was more her. I didn't really get into the song, but I do feel like that song was more her than that Ray J song was. But they end up talking about James, and her and James is not on the same page because she wants a man, and she wants him to be her man and not her manager or whatever. So then they talked about Boo Boo Show and how Brooke was fighting for Booby at the show, and that kind of threw Marcus back a little bit. Like, damn, I know I messed up, but like, come on, like, you just doing all this to hurt me. You throwing this dude in my face. She just being grimy, and he not feeling that kind of stuff. And a lot of people be going off like, how can he feel like this, and he the one did this, and I'm like, and she forgave him. Well, I don't even know if she forgave him, because she didn't forgive him because she doing petty stuff, but she stayed with him. And people like, oh no, she broke up with him. No, she didn't. Because every episode she always be like, oh, well, me and Marcus is together. Even though she's been with Booby, she always say she's still with Marcus, and she just hasn't been returning his calls, or he's not really returning her calls, but she never say they broke up. So for her to be doing all this stuff with Booby, and you know y'all ain't broke up, you look foul. You look foul. And it, yes, he did do wrong, and you stuck with him after his wrongness. And I hate when girls feel like, oh, I'ma stick with him just to get back with him. And I told y'all before, it wasn't gonna go in her favor trying to make him mad. It just don't work well in our favor as women when we be on some try to get back stuff to our man, trying to make him jealous and do this and that. Nope, it doesn't work like that. Men, they just not programmed like that. Anyway, yeah, I just wasn't here. Then he had a ring for her, and I said, well, I know she's so stupid watching this, but yeah, well, they probably back together now. But he had a ring for her, and I was just sitting there like, no, don't do it. That was a nice ring, but I was like, no, don't do it. Anyway, Hazel and Brooke meet up. She brings some gifts because they said they were supposed to meet up, whatever. They never got to talk, because soon as Hazel got to the table with the bags and stuff like that, Brooke was like, well, I'm gonna show you what we do in the H-Town. We throw hands. And I'm like, girl, apparently she's from H-Town too. Stop trying to act like, don't give Hazel to us California girls. That ain't where she from. Cause best believe, boo-boo, us bitches in California throw hands too. Don't let that fool you. Being on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, bitch, we throw major hands. We throw hands quicker than anything. So don't do it. I hate when people, and I always say this in my video, I hate when people throw what city, oh, we do this from here, us from Chi-Town, us from H-Town, us from the Bronx, us from, girl, everybody fight. Like, girl, it doesn't matter where you from. We all fight. We all act like women. Well, some of us act like women, some of us act like banshees, some of us act like, you know, we got some sense. Like, don't try to make it seem like, oh, because you from H-Town and she live in California, because the bitch ain't from California, and she live in California, that she ain't about that life. Like, girl, stop that. I just don't like when people throw their cities out to try to make it seem like they city harder than the next city. Girl, everybody got drama. But they never got nowhere. They was calling each other broke and irrelevant, and to me, both of them irrelevant. And it always hits Brooke when people throw out that she ain't had no song in 15 years. And I say, girl, you have it. You can't get mad when you have it. And you ain't even trying on here, so you really can't get mad. Safari, Nikki, Chanel, and Lucci go bowling. Double date bowling, because she don't want to be with that fool by herself, because she don't know if he gonna be a creep. And I wasn't even mad at that, because like, if you don't know him, then I ain't going out with you by myself either. But in the way he was flirting with her, just seemed like he wanted to have sex with her, so I wouldn't have went by myself with him either. Moniece and AD, they meet up, and Moniece, don't you ever wear that horrible, horrible purple wig again. And I like Moniece. Y'all know I like her, been liking her since season 1. But I hate that wig. I hate that purple wig. It was horrible. I like that other wig she had on with the purple blend in there. That one was cute. But this horrible one, and she kind of confronts AD about, you know, her being at the club, her grinding on girls, saying she would have never did that disrespectful stuff to AD. And AD like, well, it got your attention, so it got your attention. I would have punched her in the face. This is why I can't be in no lesbian relationship, because I would have jumped over that table and punched her dead in her throat. Like, what do you mean you got my attention? That, Then they argued, and then AD was like, it's too much for me. You wanted this, and then you know I was in the club popping bottles, and you da-da-da-da. And then we moved in, and it was too fast, and it was yada, 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 yada to me. Because I'm like, girl, that still don't justify you dancing with her enemy. Grown-ups handle things in grown-up situations in fashions. Like, I didn't understand her saying, so it got your attention. What? Like, no, who says that? Like, I hate when people does this. Like, why do you try to get my attention by hurting me? I don't know. No. Then she said she's gonna move out. She don't care what Monique said. And I was like, bye. But they still together because they was together at the reunion. After the reunion, it's like, whatever. Brooke goes supports Miss Diddy LA. And I've seen her on other reality shows and stuff. She's friends with other celebrities. So she's worked with a lot of celebrities. So yeah, she's having this event and Brooke goes support her. And she's telling her about the whole situation with Booby inviting her to Catalina Island and her and Marcus. And the girl's like, you need to go talk to Marcus first. Like, before you do anything with Booby, you need to go have a real grown-up conversation with Marcus. And she was like, Marcus ain't answering my phone calls. He's curving me and this and this and that. And she was like, well, I invited Marcus and he's here. Marcus over there talking to James about him and Bridget's relationship. And as he's talking to James about what he should do with Bridget, then Brooke walks up. And she like, can I talk to Mr. Black? He like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like, nope, not time, place. I want to talk to you. You, nope. And she gave him the guilt trip. She basically gave him the guilt trip because he read her for filth of all what she was doing in the streets. And then she cried and he forgave her. That's all I saw with that. And I was just like, please. And then you notice, like, when he was going off on her and she was trying to play like she was the victim. And he was like, no, because Bridget told me you was at Booby event and you was fight over Booby. She like, oh, Bridget told you that? He like, yeah, did you forget she was my friend, not your friend? Like, it ain't no loyalty to you. So you know that's where it's going to start beef with them two. But I was like, you should have knew. She told you in your face that she was his friend. But you still chose to do what you was doing with him, with Booby in her face. So that was on you. But like I said, she cried and he hugged her. And I was just like, they roller coaster gonna keep on going. This is stupid. Then we ended with Zell styling Ty Dolla $ign's sister, Angel Gold. And he was trying to style her, and when her Donatella came in, she was like, oh, I don't know if you got the message or something, but you're not styling her. We brought in another stylist, and once she said that we brought in another stylist and she came in with Masika, he went on the defense. He went on straight defense, but he started attacking Masika. And the lady was like, this is not what we doing here. He told her to shut up. I said, what? Like, where are we doing this at? Him and Masika started going at it about ever since she started hanging with Ray, and he just started bringing up Ray in and calling Ray fast, saying Masika was on Section 8, and I'm like, how was she on Section 8? Don't you gotta have a kid? Maybe I'm wrong. But don't you have to be having a kid or disabled or a senior to have Section 8, especially at her age? I just didn't get that. Talking about she paying $400 for a month, and I'm sitting there like, bitch, where you stay? That's all I'm saying. Where you stay? But I was just sitting there like, see, this is why I don't like him. I do not like, well, her too. She kind of pissed me off with her too. But when she did it, I understood because I'm like, nigga, you just tried to throw all my business out there. And she was like, I met you on Joe's couch when you was on his couch. He was like, yeah, I was on his couch. And I said, yeah, and I heard stories of you and Joe exclusive. So he just got a problem. I can't wait for the reunion because I heard what he did at the reunion and it wasn't cool. And you know, I heard he got fired. I heard him and Hazel got fired. And I was like, yes, I'm so happy. Y'all don't even understand if they got fired. I will be so ecstatic because they don't need to be on the show. Anyway, that's all I got for Love and Hip Hop. It is what it is. Basically, it is what it is. I tried my best not to cuss, so that's all I can get y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about it. Sorry, this was a long video. Make sure you're checking out all my other YouTube fam. Like Ashley Miller and Scotty from Mrs. Still Standing. Y'all know they're my boos. Check out ThaGhettoView. I love their channel. I love their reviews. And did y'all know Corey can sing? Corey Kelly can sing his butt off. I'm putting him on my website this week for his music because he can sing. But yeah, and check out my website. It's all about support.weebly.com. And check out all the music artists that I put up there. If you're a music artist and you would like your video or your music on there, just send it to me, inbox it, whatever. Email me, ThaGhettoView@gmail, and I'll get it and I'll post it. Yeah, and I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.